Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube news channel. Let's start the discussion from today's newspaper. First news is Modi flags up world longest river cruise from Varanasi to Dibrugarh. So yesterday Prime Minister Narendra Modi flags up world longest river cruise and it will travel from Varanasi to Dibrugarh. So how the cruise looks like? This is the cruise. And the name of this cruise is MV Ganga Vilas. MV means motor vessel, Ganga Vilas. It is a luxurious cruise. Okay, it will travel from Varanasi to Dibrugarh, and the total length of the journey is 3,200 kilometers. It will cover two countries. One is India, another is Bangladesh. Also cover many river channel. Total it will travel through 5 states: UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Assam, and total take 51 days to reach from Varanasi to Dibrugarh. I will show you the route map. This is the route map. Important stoppage I have shown you: Varanasi, Gazipur, Patna, Bateshwar, Kolkata. Then it will enter into Bangladesh. This is Bangladesh. Dhaka, again enter into India in Assam state, Chilmari, Guwahati, Majuli Island, and finally in Dibrugarh. This is the route map, U-shaped route map. Length is 3,200 km, duration it will take total 51 days. Now I have shown you another picture of all the stoppage it will take. Nearly 50 stoppage it will cover. Okay, important tourist spot also it will cover. So at 10th January it will start its journey from Varanasi, then Gazipur. Here it is in UP, Gazipur, Buxar, now Patna at 17th January, means it will enter into Bihar on 17th January, Patna, then Munger, then Sultanganj, Bateshwar, Samtaghat. Okay, here at this place it will enter into Jharkhand. Then Farakka, Jangipur. At Farakka it will enter into West Bengal, Jangipur. Then Murshidabad. From Murshidabad it will enter into another river system, that is Bhagirathi Hugli river system. Okay, then it is Bhagirathi Hugli river system, Matari, Kalna, Kolkata, Namkhana. Okay, then Bhagavatpur, Sojnekhali. Now at this place Namkhana, Bhagavatpur, Sojnekhali, it will enter into National Park Sundarban. Okay, then through Sojnekhali it will enter into Bangladesh, then Kotka here in Bangladesh, Harbia, Morelganj, Borishal. Now through this place it will slowly entering into river Brahmaputra. Okay, Borishal, Meghnaghat, Sonargram, then Dhaka, Onitsha, then Siraiganj. Again it is entering into Assam through Brahmaputra, Chilmari, Dhubri, Golpara, Sualkuchi. 20th February it will reach into Guwahati, then Tejpur, Silghat. Now at this place Tejpur, Silghat, it will enter into Kaziranga National Forest, then Vishwanath, Majuli Island it will reach on 26th February, then Nimati Ghat, and finally at 1st March it will reach into Dibrugarh. So it is covering 5 states, that is UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Assam. Also cover another country, that is Bangladesh. Okay, now it is giving all round enjoyable aspects, a package. Okay, so the tourists who love ancient sculptures, ancient monuments, then Varanasi, then Bodh Gaya, Nalanda, Patna, these places are very helpful for them. The tourist who loves national forest, wildlife, then Sundarban and Kaziranga National Forest will be very helpful for them. Okay, so a all round package is giving, a luxurious package is giving to the tourists. Now MV Ganga Vilas will cover 3,200 km across 27 river systems in 5 states. Okay, 27 river systems like Ganga, then here is Bhagirathi Hooghly, then at Sundarban area it will enter into another river system, then in Bangladesh it will enter into Padma and Meghna river system, then finally it will enters into Brahmaputra river system. Okay, so total 27 river system it will cover through 5 states and Bangladesh also. It will reach Dibrugarh on March 1, where tourists on board will stop at 50 tourist site. So at each stoppage, it is not like that you sit on Varanasi and continuously 51 days you are continuously traveling on the river. It is not like that. At each and every stoppage you can also visit the nearby places. Okay, you can also visit the important places of that stoppage. Journey will start after witnessing Ganga Aarti and visit to Sarnath, a place of great reverence from Buddhism. The cruise will cover Mayong, known for Tantric craft, and Majuli, the largest river island and hub of Vaishnavite culture in Assam. The cruise will also traverse through Sundarbans in Bay of Bengal Delta, famous for Royal Bengal tigers, as well as Kaziranga National Park, famous for one-horned rhino. Okay, so very important, very helpful, global, it is very important for global tourists also. So the cruise will put India tourism destination on the global map, says PM, launching the 3-deck vessel MV Ganga Vilas that is set to cover a distance of 3,200 km in 51 days. Okay. Now, MV Ganga Vilas is the first indigenously made cruise vessel in India, made in India product. It has 3-deck, 18 suites on board with a capacity of 36 tourists with all the modern amenities. It will cover a distance of 3,200 km in roughly 51 days, reaching Assam's Dibrugarh through Bangladesh. Okay, so that is the news. Now, move to another very important news. Joshimath sank 5.4 centimeter in 12 days, says ISRO report. So as per ISRO satellite report, Joshimath in last 12 days sank nearly 5.4 centimeter. That's a very huge, because 5.4 centimeter in 12 days means the depth is not so much high, but the rate of sank within 12 days it has sank 5.4 centimeter, means the rate at which it is sinking is very high. Okay, so Joshimath town sank 5.4 centimeter in a period of just 12 days, means the rate is very high. The depth is not so much high, only 5.4 centimeter, but the rate is very high, according to a report released by National Remote Sensing Center (NRSC) of the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO. Okay, now look, continue on page 8. So if we move to page 8, okay, look, page 7 and page 8. Okay, page 7, here. Now I will show you the report, exact report. Okay. So the observation in the report maintained that slow subsidence up to 9 centimeter within the Joshimath town was recorded over a period of 7 months between April and November 2022. So it means that between April to November 2022, okay, 9 centimeter subsidence was reported. Means in 9 months total 9 centimeter was subsidence recorded, means the rate was very slow, okay. But between December 27 and January 8, a rapid subsidence event was triggered. Now, how ISRO has been recorded this settlement? Through which satellite, through which system? A subsidence zone resembling a generating landslide shape was identified. Crown of the subsidence is located near, this is the center crown of the subsidence located near the Joshimath Sinking road at a height of 2180 meter. Now, the report was compiled by Sentinel-1 SAR imaginary descending pass, which was processed using the DIN-SAR technique the ISRO maintained. Now, this is the satellite Sentinel-1 SAR imaginary. This is the picture of the satellite. Now, how the satellite told about the subsidence, in which process? Now, this is the process. The satellite is moving at a constant height, that is 700 kilometer, okay, at a constant height. Now, through this height, at each and every place in earth, it will show its position, its altitude from earth, okay, and also it will show, it will tell you horizontal, vertical distance, okay. Now, through this satellite, ISRO came to know that Joshimath has sank nearly 5.4 centimeter in 12 days. Okay. Now, move to next topic. India's trade deficit with China races beyond 100 billion. Trade deficit means how much we export and how much we import. The difference is called trade deficit. If import is more than export, then we are in trade deficit, and if export is more than import, then we are in trade surplus. With China, we are always in trade deficit, but the trade deficit amount is increasing day by day. Okay, so look at this picture. India's import accounted for 118.5 billion. So, in 2022 up to December, total import from China by India is 118 billion, whereas previous year up to December it was 97.5 billion. So, import is heavily increased. What about export? Previous year up to December, export was 28.1 billion. This year, means 2022 December, export is 17.48 billion. So, export is decreasing, import is increasing. So, import is 118.5, export is 17.48. So, what is the trade deficit? This minus this, that is 101.02 billion, up by 45 centimeter, okay, in 2021. So, trade deficit crosses 100 billion, that is very serious condition, okay. So, that is the news. Move to next topic. Another very serious news is Forex reserve dip $1.27 billion in week to January 6. So, we are all hearing about Pakistan. Pakistan foreign Forex reserve is only $7 to $8 billion left. Now, what about India? India's Forex reserve once nearly 1.5 years ago, India has nearly $600 billion Forex reserve, but currently we have only $561.58 billion Forex reserve. So, Forex reserve is decreasing day by day, okay. So India's foreign exchange reserve fell to 561.58 billion in the week through January 6. The Reserve Bank of India statistical supplemented showed on Friday. So for the week ended in December 30, the country's reserves were 562.85 billion. So from December 30 up to January 6, again it decreased from 562.85 to 561.58. Now once we have 633.61 billion at the end of 2021. So especially in the year 2022, we have shown a very sharp decreasing of forex reserve. Okay, so forex reserve is very important for a country. China has the highest forex reserve, followed by USA. Now move to next topic from sport. We all know that Hockey World Cup already started and Odisha is the host state. It is playing, the Hockey World Cup is playing on Bhubaneswar and Rourkela. Okay, so first I will show you the news from yesterday's match. It was India's first match against Spain and India won the match with 2-0 victory. So it was never supposed to be easy, and India's opening game in the Hockey World Cup 2023 lived up to its billing, creating moments of exhilaration and despair in equal measure in front of the cheering 20,000 plus crowd at the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium here on Friday before prevailing 2-0 against Spain. Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium, newly built by Odisha government for this Hockey World Cup in Rourkela. Okay, so now I will show you the picture of Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium, a bird's view of Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium. This is the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium, newly developed, newly constructed by Odisha government to host the Hockey World Cup 2023. Okay, another stadium, that is Kalinga Stadium, where also Hockey World Cup is scheduled in Bhubaneswar. So constructing a new stadium during COVID affected period was the biggest challenge for the Odisha government while trying to live up to its promise of hosting the 2023 Men's Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar in Rourkela. Now Odisha Sports Minister took pride in the fact that 20,000 capacity Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium, constructed at a cost of about 260 crore, was built in time. Okay, so very proud moment. Now what are the facilities of this stadium? State government built 225 rooms with 5-star facilities to accommodate players and officials in Rourkela and signed a MOU with Taj Group for hospitality. Very good. Okay, the stadium in Rourkela is going to inspire thousands of hockey players. 21 new training center with synthetic turfs are established to promote hockey at the grassroots level, said Krishna. Now Odisha government is also sponsoring Indian hockey team. Okay, that's why Odisha is written on the jersey. Odisha is written on the jersey because Odisha government is also sponsoring the Indian hockey team. Very proud moment. Okay, move to another topic, that is central government newly published inflation rate of inflation. Okay, after the end of December. So here they have the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has published the Consumer Price Index. Consumer Price Index, it's an index to calculate the inflation. Okay, there are two processes to calculate inflation, that is Consumer Price Index, another is Wholesale Price Index. Consumer Price Index is the calculation process that we, the consumer, are consuming goods. When we purchase some goods or service from market, then that will be calculated in consumer price index. And what about wholesale price index? When a wholesaler sell its product in the market, then that will be calculated in wholesale price index. Now consumer price index is taken as more accurate because it will cover both goods and services accurately. So through consumer price index we can calculate inflation. And what about the inflation at the end of December 2022? That is 5.72%. Inflation means rate of increase of price, compared to previous year. Year on year, the calculation is year on year basis, means compared to December 2021, the price of material increased 5.72%. Now there is a target set by RBI that inflation should not be more than 6%. Inflation is very necessary. Without inflation a person will never go for saving. So inflation is necessary, but controlling of inflation is very necessary. Who controls the inflation? RBI. RBI has a target of 6% and RBI achieved the target very tactically. So consumer price index is 5.72%. Also other product, also they have published other thing also. First I will tell you about consumer price index, that is 5.72%. And if we click here, it will open this page. I will show you about the rate of inflation. Now look at this, I am zooming it. Okay, look, all India year on year inflation rates, consumer price index and number December 2022 for rural urban combined. Now this is very important, base is 2012 equal to 100, means it is assumed by Government of India that at 2012 all the price of goods was rupees 100. Price of goods at that time was rupees 100. It is assumed by central government in 2012. Now, so base year is 2012. After 2012, inflation is calculation of inflation was started. Now look, rural urban combined. So December 21 index, December 22 index. So cereals and products means food product, December 21 it has 148.7, means 2012 it was 100 and December 2021 it is become 148.7 and December 22 it become 169.2. So what is the inflation rate? This minus this divided by this by 100, that is 13.79% is the rate of inflation. Inflation is always calculated year on year basis, means compared to previous year this period. So look at, like vegetables inflation is minus 15.08. It means that the price of vegetable on December 21 was more than the price of vegetables in December 22. Okay. Now spices means the masala, the spices has a very high inflation, that is near more than 20%. Then footwear 11.47%, fuel 10.97%. This is the inflation. So if we take the average of all inflation, we will get 5.72% is the general inflation of December 2022. It is written here 5.72%. If we look at the state wise inflation, which state has the highest inflation in December, then look, Andhra Pradesh has 6.53% inflation compared to previous December 2021. Okay. Now look, I think this is the highest, 6.96, sorry, Telangana 7.81%. Telangana has the highest rate of inflation in December 22, 7.81, followed by Madhya Pradesh, that is 6.96%. So this is the report about inflation. Another published by Ministry of Statistics, that is index of industrial production, that is 7.1%. What is this index of industrial production? If we click this, now look at this website, I am zooming it. So index of industrial production sectorial. So index of industrial production is sector basis, like mining sector, manufacturing sector, electricity sector and general. All have their weightage 14%, 77%, 7% and total 100%. Base year again 2011 and 12 is taken as 100. Okay. Now look at this table, like so this report is for which month? November. Index of industrial production for November 2022. Okay. So November 2022. So now take the month November. So in November, this is November, like in mining industry in 2021-22 the index was 111.8. okay. Base year is 11-12, that is 100, means the price of material was 100, now it become 111.8. the production is 111.8 in November. Now in 22-23 it become 122.7 mining. Similar case for manufacturing, for electricity. Okay, and overall 128 to 137.1. So what is the increase? What is the increase in growth? What is the increase in production? That is in November 9.7% in mining sector, means this minus this divided by this by 100, it will give you 9.7% growth in mining, 6.1% growth in manufacturing, 12.7% growth in electricity and overall 7.1% growth in overall industry. That is why it is given as 7.1% in the index of industrial production. Okay, 7.1% growth. If we take each and every sector accurately, then like manufacture and fruit product, okay, in November 2021 131.1 is the index, in November 22 143 become index. So what is the growth? 9.9%, 9.9%. then beverage 8.2% growth. So in this way, if we take all the average general index, it is giving us 7.1% is the overall growth in industry in November 2022 compared to November 2021. That is very important. Now I have make a table. So inflation in consumer price index, inflation in wholesale price index and industrial growth, all are year on year basis. So look, inflation, current inflation is 5.72%. So in current inflation at December is 5.72%. So in rate of inflation is slowly decreasing. And what about industrial production? That is 7.1%. So industrial production in November, that is 7.1%. Look, in October it was minus 0.4%. Okay, so within 1 month the industry recover its loss and shows a very high growth, that is 7.1%. Okay. Another thing published by the Ministry of Statistics, that is GDP advance estimate. Final estimate will be calculated after the end of March 2023. A final estimate they have shown that GDP is 7%. Okay, I will discuss it later. What about how they have calculated GDP? But first I will show you another calculation made by World Bank about the GDP of world, growth of world as well as growth of each and individual country. So this is the report. It is also published in Hindu newspaper. So I will show you the news also. Look at this news. World Bank latest forecast slashes global growth in 2023. Slashes means cut down global growth. So 1.7% is the global growth in 2023. So as per World Bank, in 2023 the global growth will be 1.7%, is very less. Now what is the report? This is the report published on January 2023, Global Economic Prospect. So come to the report, I will show you. Here it is written. Look, our latest forecast indicate a sharp long lasting slowdown with global growth declining to 1.7% in 2023 from 3% expected just 6 months ago. So 6 months ago they have published that global growth will be 3%. I have also discussed that. But today, after 6 months, they have changed their view and published that no, only 1.7%. Okay. Look, here they have also written that global growth is expected to decelerate sharply to 1.7% in 2023. Okay, very less. Now, very high inflation, worsening financial condition, continued disruption from the Russian Federation invasion of Ukraine, the US, Euro area, China are all undergoing a period of pronounced weakness, and the resulting spillover are exacerbating other headwinds faced by emerging market and developing economies. Now I will show you country-wise GDP growth. Now here it is the table. I am zooming it. Look, country-wise GDP growth. First is advanced economy, US, Euro area and Japan. So US, in previous year their GDP growth was 5.9%. Now at the end of 2022 their GDP growth will only be 1.9%. and next year their GDP growth will be 0.5% only. Similar case for Euro area also. Next year it is expected that their GDP growth will be 0, no GDP growth for Euro area. And Japan is also showing a very less GDP growth. What about China? China is 8.1% GDP in 2021, sharply decreased due to COVID-19, I think, to 2.7, and next year they will recover to 4.3. What about India? Now it is India. In 2021, India showed 8.7% of this minus GDP is from 2020. Then in 2021, India recovered heavily to 8.7%. Now at the end of 2022 financial year, GDP growth is expected as 6.9. This is calculated by World Bank, that is 6.9, and what about calculated by Ministry of Statistics, that is 7%, nearly same. And next year GDP growth will be 6.6%, and then in 2024 GDP growth will be 6.1%. So what about Pakistan? Pakistan is also showing good GDP growth, 5.76% at the end of this year, but next year their GDP growth will be crashed to 2%. Okay, so as per this report, at 2022 India are in third position. 2022 India in third position. First is, look, Saudi Arab 8.3%, then Bangladesh 7.2%, then India 6.9%. But next year, means 2023 financial year, forecasted, F means forecasted and E means estimated. So 2023 it is forecasted that India will show highest GDP growth. What about Saudi Arab in 2023? That is 3.7%, India 6.6%, and Bangladesh 5.2%. India will show the highest GDP growth in this coming year, means this coming financial year 2023. very proud moment. Okay, move to another very interesting topic. From 12th January, ₹2,600 crore incentive for banks to promote digital payment. So government of India is giving incentive to bank so that they can promote digital payment. Digital payment means RuPay credit card, by issuing RuPay credit card, debit card, and promoting UPI payment like Phone Pay, like Google Pay. Okay, so look at all government of India is giving continuously incentive. In 17-18, 1,369 lakh crore was incentive, and this year 1,744 lakh crore. Digital payment. This is the number of digital payment in lakh crore. In 17-18 only 1,300 lakh crore digital payment. In 21-22 1,700 lakh crore is the digital payment. Union Cabinet approved outlay of 2,600 crore promote payment using RuPay card and the Unified Payment System UPI, said Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav Wednesday. Banks will be provided this incentive money to promote such digital payment and official press. So very good initiative by Government of India. Move to next topic. A very proud moment for our country. RRR's Naatu Naatu wins Golden Globe Award. Okay, so we already everything we know about RR Naatu Naatu song, that Golden Globe Award. But what we should know, we have not known. I will discuss it. That 18th Golden Globe. This is the 18th Golden Globe Award hosted in USA. What is Golden Globe Award? I will tell you. Just know that Golden Globe Award is given by Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Okay, Hollywood Foreign Press Association. So Golden Globe Award is awarded by Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Now look at this criteria. This is very important. Like best motion picture means a film. So drama, musical, comedy, animated, non-English language. So these are the category they are giving the award, non-English category. So in non-English category, RRR comes in the last 5 nominated, but defeated by Argentina film Argentina in 1985. They have awarded this non-English category. Now actor, best actress, then best performer in motion picture, actor, actress, musical and comedy, supporting actor, actress. Now this supporting actress is also a supporting actor. This supporting actor is a Vietnamese actor. And musical in comedy role, Michael Yeoh, she won the award. She is a Malaysian actress. Okay, Michelle Yeoh. Best performance in motion picture, musical and comedy. Now best director, best screenplay, best original. Now best original song in this category, RRR Naatu Naatu won the award, defeating Taylor Swift Carolina, Lady Gaga's Hold My Hand and Rihanna's Lift Me Up. So 3 mega star pop singer has defeated by Naatu Naatu. Okay, and this is the first nomination by any Indian song, and in the first nomination they have win the competition. Now this is the news. Now look at, they have also given the award for television series also, best television series like drama, comedy, limited series, anthology series, motion picture made for television. Okay, television series, drama, television series. So this is the difference between Golden Globe and Oscar. So what is the difference between Golden Globe and Oscar? I will tell you. Difference between Golden Globe and Oscar, which is more famous? Which is more famous? That is, Oscar is more famous, but Golden Globe is also very famous. Why? That the Oscar is also called as Academy Award. The preeminent awards in the field of motion picture and arts include the Golden Globe Award and the Academy Award. Now, Academy Award is always followed by Golden Globe Award is always followed by Academy Award, means first Golden Globe Award is awarded, then Academy Award will be awarded, both in USA. Now, Golden Globe Award are distributed annually by Hollywood Foreign Press Association. I have told you, it is given both domestic and foreign category. Now, Academy Award, popularly known as Oscar, are undoubtedly the most prestigious in all awards. It is awarded by the American Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Science. Okay, this is the first difference. Next is Golden Globe Award are always followed by Oscar. Means first Golden Globe Award in January, then after 2-3 months Oscars will be given. In other words, we can say that Oscars are always preceded by Golden Globe Award. First Academy Award ceremony was held in 1929. Academy Award means Oscar. Venue was Hotel Roosevelt located in Hollywood. First Golden Globe Award was given in 1944, means Oscar is more older. The venue for the ceremony was 20th Century Fox Studio. Now, Golden Globe awards are given to all the forms of media, but Academy Awards are given only to motion picture, only to film. Okay, film related, best film, best actor, best supporting actor, okay, best song, all are film related. But Golden Globe Award, like television series, pictures, drama, comedy, everything, song also, okay, including both documentary and animation feature film. Yes, in case of Oscar, separate awards are given to writers, original music score, cinematography, screenplay. Posthumous nomination and awards are common in both Golden Globe and Oscar. Voting system followed by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association for Golden Globes and American Academy of Motion Picture Science are quite distinct from one another. For Golden Globe, voting is done by international journalists who are living in Hollywood and are affiliated with the media outside the USA. So, journalists are given the vote in Golden Globe, and Oscar, the voting is done by the Academy's committee member. The voting block is divided into different categories like actor, director, writer and so on. Presently, the actors comprise the major voting block in the Oscar. So, the previous Hollywood actor are currently in the voting block, are member for Oscar committee. Okay, so this is the difference. Move to next topic. Very important news, very proud moment for our country, that is Indian startup received 24 billion funding in 2022. PwC is a foreign publication. Okay, they have published various economic transactions. So, as per their report, Indian startup means like Oyo, Zomato, Swiggy. Okay, this startup has all total received 24 billion in 2022. Okay, so startup in India received funding of 24 billion in calendar year 2022. Calendar year means January to December. Fiscal year means March to April to March. A 33% decline in comparison with calendar year 2021, means 24 billion is huge, but still it is 33% less than what they received in 2021. but still more than twice the fund raised in 20 and 19 each. So double compared to 2022 and 19 each, but less than 2021 according to PwC. Now I will show you the report. So this is the report published by PwC. Okay. Now look at this report. There they have showed that 24 billion raised by Indian startups in calendar year 2022. Now look at this table. Look at this table. In calendar year 19, 12.8 billion, 20, 10.9 billion, 2021, 5.2 billion, huge investment, and calendar year 2022, 23.6 billion. Okay. And if you divide it into 4 quarters, then in quarter 1 they have received 11.3 billion, quarter 2 6.8 billion, quarter 3 2.6 billion, quarter 4 2.9 billion, total nearly 24 billion dollar received by Indian startups. Okay, so what are the Indian startups? These are the Indian some examples of startups like Hike, Redbus, Paytm, Baiju, Oyo, Ola, Swiggy, Big Basket, and nearly thousands of Indian startups present currently. Move to next topic. Direct tax collection for fiscal year 2022-23 up to 10th January. So up to 10th January, what is the direct tax collection for fiscal year 22-23? Total 14.71 lakh crore in gross. Gross means first we pay the tax in advance, then we applied for the return and we will get the return. So gross, the advance payment, that is total gross is 14.71 lakh. The direct tax collection up to 10th January continue to register steady growth. Direct tax collection up to 10th January show gross collection are at rupees 14.71 lakh crore, which is 24% higher than gross collection for the corresponding period last year. So compared to January 2022, increased by 24%. This is gross collection. What about net collection? Means after deducting the return. So net of refund stand at 12.31 lakh crore, which is also nearly 20% higher than previous year. Okay, so gross is 14.71 lakh, net is 12.31 lakhs. Now I have make a table to show you. So gross. Now talk about net after giving the refund, net. So up to September 7 lakh crore, then up to October 7.45 lakh crore, then up to November 8.71 lakh crore, up to December 11.36 lakh crore, up to 10th January 12.31 lakh crore. Okay, so it will calculate up to 31st March of 2023. So I have covered all the newses from this week, including the today's newspaper. Okay, so if you like my discussion, if you like the newses, please subscribe my channel, like the video, share the video. We will meet again with new topic. Thank you.